you who watched my videos before, but I still feel kind of bad for just disappearing like that. After I moved back across the country, I started a new job, and I don't want to get too deep into it, but it wasn't good. Yeah, unfortunately, I spent about a year at that job, and I was miserable. For about 8.5 months, I was depressed, and I didn't really have any motivation to do anything I'd enjoyed before, because I spent all of my time stressing out and worrying about work, and when I was at work I was worried, and when I wasn't at work I was worried about how upset I was going to be when I had to go back. So, but during that time, while I was gone, I had a lot of help from the ASMR community, and I know that it's a little unfair of me to hope that someone will listen to one of my videos and comment on it or tell me that they liked it, when I'm usually not very much of a commenter myself. But there were a lot of whisperers who got me through a very, very hard time, and I want to thank them, and I'm actually thinking about doing a video specifically for that. But thank you to everyone out there who makes ASMR videos, because it did so much to help me when I was in such a dark place. So that's why I'm back, because I hope that I can make videos that, even if it's just one person out there who's in a really dark place in their lives and just needs someone to help them let go at the end of the day and to stop stressing. That's all I want out of this. So, well, and I'm sorry if my voice is a little odd. I just got over a cold that made me lose my voice for almost 2 weeks. So I spent all of Thanksgiving whispering at my family. But today my voice is a little bit better, and I decided to do something that, admittedly, is not my favorite type of video to listen to, most of the time at least, but I know a lot of people are very fond of it, and I've always kind of wanted to make one of my own. And since my hardware is limited right now, whoops, I thought I could make a sounds video for you guys. So I'm going to start by going through a couple of the loudest items. I have 5 for you today, and I think what I'll do is I'll do a little bit of sound for each item, and then I will let you know what it is, and maybe tell you a little bit about where the item came from. So I hope this is something you guys like. If it is, let me know. I love finding things in my room and in my house that I think would make really great ASMR videos now that I have a new job and I'm happy again. So, go ahead and get started with item number 1 here. I'm going to try to do these from loudest to quietest, and I'm pretty sure that this is the loudest item that I have on the list. At least, it sounded that way to me whenever I was clicking and tapping at them. So, noises. This is the first time I've attempted a video like this, so I don't really know what the appropriate level of noise is for you guys, but you can tell me if you like it with a few little louder clicks here and there, or if you'd prefer me to keep things as quiet as possible. It's all a learning experience, so I want to hear what you guys like, what you're thinking. If you can hear any of this at all after it's loaded up on YouTube. So this is actually a tin from Fossil. Also, let me know what you guys like as far as tapping goes. Personally, when I'm listening to sounds videos, I like nice, slow taps. But I know that there are people out there who really prefer soft, quick taps. And I tap everything, so if you guys tell me how you want me to tap, I'll do that for you. If you like a little bit of a mixture of both, I can compromise. I'm a nice guy. But, oops, get you guys a little closer to me. So, this is a tin from Fossil, the company, and it was a gift that was given to me about a year ago, last Christmas. Actually, no, I'm sorry, Christmas before last, goodness gracious. So I've had this for about 2 years, and a friend got a really gorgeous watch for me, and I didn't actually intend to take the watch itself out, but I forgot it was still in the tin until I picked it up, so I have a rose gold watch here, which is really gorgeous and so much more than they should have gotten me for Christmas. I was shocked when I got it, and it's one of those really pretty, I want to say almost a masculine shape, if you know what I mean, one of the thicker ones, and I don't really wear watches all that often, to be honest with you. I'm a little silly. I have a hard time reading them, but it's a glass face right there, but it's a beautiful watch, and it comes in this really, really precious tin, if you don't know much about Fossil. And it also came with a tin little box on the outside, and it's set in a cardboard-like material. Which I can scratch a bit. So, it's around one of those. It's cute. I keep thinking I'll maybe use the tin for something else, but right now I guess I've been keeping my watch in it like I'm supposed to, and I didn't even realize it. So it's actually what I use it for is just to keep like Q-tips and cotton balls on my sink. I have 2 of them, and I've had them for over a year now. I got them a couple months after I moved here. And the reason that I got these is because the bathroom that I have, the one that I use, because there are actually 3 other people who live here. I have a lot of roommates. Well, the bathroom that I have doesn't have any windows, and it's not a bad color, but it's a taupe, and it's a little dark for a bathroom, if you ask me. So the light covers, oh my god, I can't remember what they're called. The you know, the things that sit over the light so you're not staring at a bare bulb. Those were a very thick, kind of opaque, almost sort of glass. The ones that were on there, so it was so hard to do my makeup when I first moved here because I couldn't see what I was doing. It was very dark. So I was out at the store and I saw these and I thought they were so cute. They look almost like mason jars. They're clear glass and they have these ridges. There's the little lip, which should screw into where the light bulb is held, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 little ridges, and then there's a bulb, sort of a smooth, rounded part, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 more ridges, and then a sealed covered base with all these really great rings, textured rings. They kind of look like inside of a tree, the tree rings. Only they're raised, so they make this really great sound when you drag your nails across it. But anyway, it was the first time I'd ever bought light covers like this, and I didn't think there could be much of a variation in the size of these things, but I was wrong. So I bought both of them, and they were like $1.50 each or something silly like that, so I bought 2 to change out my lights, and I took the first one off and tried to screw this on, and it didn't fit. I felt so silly. I couldn't get it to work, but the nice thing is that I didn't have anything for Q-tips and cotton balls, which I use all the time, so they look really cute just sitting there on my sink, holding those things for me. But I just now, well, not just now, but it's kind of stupid, but I just realized that I never replaced, in case you're wondering, I guess I never actually put the oak cover back on. I just sort of left an empty bulb sitting there for over a year. That's awful. It's just awful. So I had 1 covered bulb and 1 uncovered bulb, and it looks so stupid. And I'm finally going to be forced to do something about that because the uncovered bulb burned out and I can't see anything in my bathroom again. So I got to get a new bulb, and maybe I'll go back over to Lowe's or Home Depot and find another one of these that actually fits. So let me know what you guys think of this glass sound, because I got a lot of glass stuff. And, I know a lot of people really like the sounds of fingernails on glass. So, if that's a trigger for you, just tell me and I'll do a little bit more of it. So I have item 3 here, and I'm gonna do a couple sounds with it, but I don't think this one will go quite as long, but go ahead and have a listen anyway. So, if you aren't familiar with doing this on your own, or if it just sounds really weird without being able to see it, this is just a hair pick. Just a regular, cheap plastic one. And I'm not 100% sure I didn't take this from my mom years ago. I don't think it is, because I'm pretty sure the one that she has is white and this one's black, but it's just a cheap little hair pick. I have a lot of hair, and so I use a hair pick mostly whenever I get out of the shower, or after I've de-teased my hair and I'm trying to soften it up again. And I feel so silly. I have a little bit of a story for this one too. I took a shower last night, and after I got out, I was trying to comb my hair, and I couldn't find my comb. It was bugging me because I always keep it in the same drawer, and on the few occasions when I mess up and I put it somewhere else, I always put it in this other drawer, and it wasn't in either of those places. And I just got back from West Virginia, where I spent a couple of days visiting family for Thanksgiving. And I thought, oh no, I left my pick. Not that it's expensive. I'm just kind of lazy. I didn't want to go back to the store and have to buy another one. So I brushed my hair like normal and just kind of accepted the fact that it was gone. And tonight sat down to make this video, I picked up the items that I had set aside specifically for this. And there it was. Safe and sound. I didn't leave it anywhere. I just forgot that I had it set aside at all. So, that was kind of silly of me. But that's it. Just a regular plastic hair pick that I thought sounded kind of cool with the tines. Before I put it down, let's see how many tines are on this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11. I actually double counted because I was expecting it to be an even number, and it's not. But that's okay. It works just as good. Probably better with having that extra tine in there. So, let's move on to item 4. Whoops. So, this item is... You know what, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not 1,000% sure what this is. I'm 99% sure I know what it is, but I could be wrong. In August, my mom and dad, they celebrated their 25th wedding anniversary, and they renewed their vows with my brother and I there, and they did it in Vegas. So, while we were there, we got, well, not me, or we, my mom, she got pulled hotels where the shopping is. You know what I mean. There's always someone somewhere trying to get you to come inside to buy something. My mom went into this one that sold hair tools, curling irons and straighteners. And my mom has really thin hair, but this guy was showing her the straightener that they had that could curl her hair. And I have the box for one of the things. I can't tell you if it's Vesna or Vesha. The text is a little decorative, so it's hard to tell. But this is a heat protecting sleeve. I didn't know it was the sleeve at first. I kind of thought it was just a mat to set your straightener on, because my old one would turn itself off automatically after a certain amount of time, but this one doesn't. So there's a different texture to the inside, which is silver, and where the heat would be absorbed, I suppose. And then on the outside, it's pink. So it's really cute. But the straighteners are, I think they're like $300 or $400 by themselves. And the guy was selling hard that day, so he offered my mom one, and then an extra one for me for less than that. And I say that because I wasn't a part of the deal. My mom just asked if I wanted one, and mine was kind of falling apart, so I will say we've never been able to get my mom's hair to curl the same way that guy did, but I mean, it gets the job done. I don't need a whole lot out of my straightener, I guess. And it's purple with pink plates, so it's pretty cute. But yeah, this is just the sleeve, and I kind of I like this sound. Just my palm running slowly around the edge and down the length of it, and slipping off the end. What about you guys? You like it? So, hopefully, at this point, but hopefully, at this point, you're already relaxed, not really paying too much attention to what I'm saying or prattling about. But for those of you who are still with me, here's item number 5. So, the last item that I have for you guys tonight, it's my Naked palette by Urban Decay. And anyone who's touched one probably recognizes this sound of your hand rubbing over the velvet. And I will admit, I like the velvet cover more than the tin that came with the Naked 2. But the tin is sturdy. I just like the feel of this one. I'm a very tactile person. I have to touch everything. I love anything that's soft or smooth or velvety. All of which this palette has. The colors are good too. I'm sure most of you have seen it with the word Naked on the front. There's an N, A, K, E, D, it's very pretty, or at least it was. I've had mine for a few years now, since the Christmas that it came out. My mom was barely able to get one. I didn't know she was getting it for me. She was on one of those mailing lists that tells her when they're back in stock, because if any of you guys remember who maybe tried to get one the year it came out, they sold out like crazy everywhere. And now the third one's doing the same thing. Oh my gosh. But I'm super excited because I really hope, well, I'm excited because the third one's out. I have all of them so far. Naked 1 and Naked 2 and the small essentials, which is what I do most of my everyday work makeup with. But I think they're gorgeous. I'm really excited for the Rose Hue, the third one. But let's recap what's in the first one here, huh? The lightest color is Virgin. Followed by Sin. And the namesake, Naked. And the second most used out of this palette from back when I first got it, Sidecar. And then there's Buck. And the gorgeous gold Half-Baked. I'm just now getting into gold. I feel like I missed it, but it's a beautiful color. And then the most used color in my palette. And mind you, I've had this palette since it came out, and the only two colors I can see the pan in are Sidecar and the next color here, Small Not Smaug, which I'm going to see on Friday with Bilbo, but Smaug. So, and this is me saying that after wearing this palette for every day for probably almost a year before the next one came out. And even then, this was still my go-to for work. But anyway, the next color is Dark Horse, followed by Toasted, which is kind of a darker version of Sin. And then there's Hustle, which I always really like the name of. And then Creep, which I also like the name of. And Gunmetal. And I'll say I've used Gunmetal less than any of the other colors. But I still think it's pretty. I just don't know how to wear gray. I can wear purple and nudes, and that's about it. So, you hear that? That's the magnetic catch. It keeps it closed for me when I'm not using it. But that's my naked palette. And I hope you guys liked it. And I hope you liked all of it. And I missed you guys. And I missed being a part of this community, even in my small, minimal video kind of way. And it feels really good to give back to that. And if you liked this video, oh, you got a little something just right. There we go. But if you like this video, let me know. If you want to see more sound videos, I can definitely do that. If there's something you liked more than something else, let me know that too. That's how we improve, right? That's how we get better. I'd like to get better for you guys. After the ASMR community, I'll get better. So, just let me know what you'd like to see more of. There are a few things I have in mind that I'd like to do, but